Hello world, I'm Cop and this is Crusader Kings 2 Around the World. Now that's just the name of the series, not a new DLC or something. But I do have all the DLC, and the new one, Monks and Mystics, had a Steve achievement called Legacy of the Indo-Norse. Start as a Norse character, hold a kingdom in India as your primary title. Your capital must also be located in India and converted to Norse. So in this game, this playthrough, this Let's Play, well, it's in series, I'm going to try to get that achievement. And I'm gonna start in Iceland, and I'm gonna want to end in Sri Lanka. So let's start. Now I'm gonna start on the early Middle Ages. Viking Ages would probably make more sense, because since I'm starting in Iceland and I'm not gonna have boats in the beginning if I start in the early Middle Ages. But I just want there to be more time for, you know, the dice to roll. More random events, more stuff happening out there in the world. It's just so that in the end, the map will just look stranger. So I'll start in the early Middle Ages, and we're taking a custom game setup, of course. And we are starting as the guy from East Iceland, or Ost-Island, or, you know, whatever. I'm gonna keep calling it Island loads of times, because that's what it reads here. And since I am speaking English, I am in kind of my brain is in an English kind of mode. So if I see island here, I'm gonna say island. I'm not gonna be remembering to say Iceland. So yeah, we're taking this guy who is Frodi, or Frodi. I think that's kind of like a D with a little f thrown into it. So it's Frodi. I don't know. And a special thing about pronunciation, I'm gonna pronounce a lot of these things in a way that people would think are wrong. But, of course, the important thing here is that since this happens in 769, no one knows how these things should be pronounced. Like, even this, it's Northumbria. Sounds like it should be quite easy, or Pictland. No, don't think that. Even English in the year 769 sounded way different. I mean, I'm not even sure if English as a language existed yet in 769. But anyways, we're starting with this guy here from East Iceland. We are going to be using mainly the rules that are here, or just the default rules mainly. We're just going to put the Aztec invasion off, and then there's also defensive pacts, which I'm going to put off, because threat as a game mechanic just kind of annoys me and just makes me play in unfun ways, because once my threat is something like 100%, which is always gonna be at some point. It just means that, yeah, I'm gonna be spending 10 years doing nothing and then attacking again. It's just not fun. So we're gonna leave defensive pacts off, and everything else is gonna be default. Yes, so let's start. Now, in the beginning, I'm probably gonna go through all of my decisions and everything I do quite thoroughly, because I kinda maybe want this to be a sort of a tutorial-y thing here in the beginning, so that I can just show this video to some friends of mine and say, you know, you need to start playing CK2. Look at that video that I just made. You can learn how to play from that video. Probably not gonna happen, because I'm probably gonna forget to explain everything all the time, but I'll try here in the beginning. So first of all, let's check our holding. We have, you know, East Iceland, and we have our tribe here. And the thing we want to do first is build a market village, just so that we can get some more money coming in, because money makes the world go round, world go round, world go round. Also, prestige makes the world go round as well. It's our second resource here. And we're going to be getting that. Well, we're not going to be getting a lot of that, or even money. We're not going to be getting a lot of anything before we actually invent boats. So, beginning of the game with Iceland is pretty boring. But yeah, let's go through the things that we need to do here in the beginning. Like, first of all, let's check our council. Let's check our councilors are doing as what they should be. Our chancellor is performing statecraft, that's fine. You are marshal, you should be training troops here in Ost-Island. Since we started building the market village, our steward should be overseeing construction here. Our spy master is gonna go study technology in Scotland. And our sorceress is gonna... Seeress is gonna build zeal Now, what are the other things we are need to do? Special mile titles granted. Okay, let's see. Designated regent. Let's see who's got the best overall stats. Arn Grimmer, you are gonna be our regent. Cost Fascism, Bragi. Right, and all of these other things are just things that I can give to people to make their opinion of me better. But since I am a single county count, I don't need for anything at this point. Right, we need to pick a character focus. Let's actually check our character. Oh my god, look at these stats. These are horrible. 2 martial. Ew. You're gonna be a war man then. We need more martial here. What about you? 4 martial. Oh my god, you're better. You're better than me. That's annoying. These must be randomized, these numbers, because I checked this before I started recording that this was the guy who had more martial. Oh man, the fact that he has more martial to begin with might just actually mean that we lost, like, immediately. If he decides to attack me, I can't do anything, because I have less troops than he. Well, let's hope he doesn't do that. Right, let's pick an ambition. I want to see the realm prosper, because I am not gonna be declaring wars in the next 5 years, that's for sure, because the first war I'm gonna declare is probably for West Iceland, and I only want to do that once I have enough money to create a duchy. So let's see the realm prosper for 5 years, and we want to get married. Here's the arrange marriage button. We got 1 serious and 1 0-year-old. Okay, that doesn't look so good, so let's actually go check the find character interface. Yep. And we'll search all, and we'll search people who are in diplomatic range and who are willing to join my court. And there are a couple of people. Yes, okay, let's invite them both to court. And yeah, I'll probably marry this one then once she gets. Yep. Now, let's see. I think being fast is still better than not, so let's raise our troops. I did that by pressing the Z button. You can also raise troops from the military tab here, which you can get to by clicking F6. And there you go. Dismiss levies, raise levies, dismiss levies, raise levies. This does nothing, of course, but... Right, I want my levies raised, and this other stuff isn't really that important. I just want to say something about this retinues tab. It's the first time I ever played this game. I didn't really realize this army levies tab here, and I was just looking at the retinues tab, and I was like, these are so expensive, how can I get any troops? Like, I see the Norwegians having like 200, not 200, 2,000 troops, and what? How is that possible? Yeah, they're using the levies, not retinue. Important difference in this game. So we got our levy hill raised, we're gonna turn them into looters, and we're gonna go loot the west part of the island. I usually play on speed 5 and then just, you know, pause it when something happens. And yes, this woman came to our court, and this guy as well. Did you have any good stats actually? You have 10 diplomacy. What's my current chancellor? 17! Okay, you are not very good. Oh, so Gurid. Let's get married. Right. Oh man, I'm gonna lose 100 prestige. Well, that's gonna happen no matter what. I don't think I'm gonna ever find a woman in the beginning that would not cost prestige. So we are going to take some more money. And yes, now he is here. Raiding. When you are raiding, now let's talk about this a little bit. I am here sieging this place down now, but I have less troops than there are defenders, so I can't actually siege down. I can't burn it or anything. But if I press this toggle siege view button here, shortcut Z, we can see that there is this bar, which is the loot bar. And the loot bar, it had a little bit of gold on this side, and that is what I stole. And if you look at the symbol we have here, which is now red, it wasn't red a little while ago, but now since the loot bar is looted as much as can be, it's turned red. So let's just take our guys and get out of there. And let's disband our guys, because we don't want them to be spending money. Now, most likely what I'm doing isn't actually giving me any money. The idea in looting, of course, would be to get some loot. But since keeping my troops up also costs money, and this guy really doesn't have that much extra money, probably, you know, losing money by doing this. But I need to do something, and if I'm not raiding, I'll start getting a negative effect, which affects, I think, my prestige. Anyways, if I spend years without looting, I'll start getting a negative effect, and I don't want that. And since actually thinking about prestige, I can also take concubines, since I am a Germanic pagan. So let's see if there are any concubines to be had. Well, there's the Cirrus. Let's take her as a concubine. What about you, neighbor? You got any women you give me as concubines? Oh, you do! Ooh, I want them both. I want that Cirrus. No, you want... Oh. He's not at war with Brody. Oh, we're still hostile. Right, that's why I can't do that. For another 132 days, so let's wait. And the market village has been built, so that means that our steward no longer should be overseeing construction. He should be building legend, so it's more prestige. Still angry with me? Yes. But now you're not anymore. Oh, what happened? Your daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at a training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate enemy, and the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. I could use someone to train with. No, I don't want to fight my friend. So, I can make this guy who I just invited to my court my friend. Okay, that's fine. And now you were no longer hostile with me, yes. Because when you raid someone, you become hostile for, what is it, 180 days, I think is the time. So let's, do you have any women you want to give me as concubines? I'd like to have them, yes. I'll take her as a concubine, and then I'll wait for her to respond. And yes, I got a new concubine, and then you still had one more, so Kissa. Yes, let's take her as well. And yes, I have concubine. Now, concubines, I have 3 of them, and they all give me 0.2 prestige per month. Which is pretty good. And of course, they are also, well, more opportunities for children, and children are important. But yeah, let's just keep waiting a while, because once this loot bar is full, I'm just gonna raise my guys again and go loot it again. And that's what I'm gonna be doing until I get boats, basically. So let's talk about my main plan here for a little. So the idea, of course, is to move my capital from this place all the way to here in Sri Lanka. That's what I want to do. Now, there are basically 2 ways I can do this. I can conquer everything between here and there, and then, you know, then it's doable quite easily. Or I'm not sure if conquering everything when starting from Iceland is so easily doable, but yeah, conquering everything is doable in this game, so that's one way. And the other way is, because as I am a Norse Germanic pagan, I will, at some point, once we get the boats, I'll also get a casus belli that says I can conquer every single, or I will have a casus belli for every coastal province that I can conquer that province. So it's still limited by diplomatic reach, I think, so that I can't immediately declare war on, say, Sri Lanka and then try to get there. No, I need to take a little steps. So probably I'll first take maybe Ireland, because Ireland's quite easy to take, and then maybe start taking parts of here, and then try to go on the African coast, maybe hoping that the Muslims don't kill me, and yeah, try to go a little sneakily, build an empire that is actually just little pieces here and there. That's gonna be a lot harder, maybe, to do it that way, but it's gonna take less time, maybe. I'm probably gonna try both ways, so I'll just always try to go and conquer, like, the furthest province I can, and whilst I'm simultaneously blobbing from wherever my main kingdom is. And there's also the thing about religion. Let's look at the religious map mode. We are Germanic, which is this gray area here. And as you can see, there are these white provinces here. a couple of them. And I want to conquer, or I want to control, what is it? 3 of those sites. They are holy sites. I want to control 3 of them so that I can reform my religion at some point. Because while we are tribal, most of our units are gonna be light infantry units, and they are, well, that's the worst unit type. So even though we're gonna have a lot of those troops, once we go to the Catholic grounds where they have mostly heavy infantry instead of mostly light infantry, we're gonna be crushed. So we want to have better units at some point. Oh, he's got some negative effects here. Highway robber band. Ooh. Smuggler's ring. His levy size is at minus 33%. How many guys do you have here? 265 plus 188. What's that? 453. How many troops can I raise? 337. Ah! That's too little. If I had... Ooh! Loot bar's full. Everyone up, looter. And let's go looting. Let's see, I'm at 15.905 when I start this. Let's see if this is actually positive or negative. Oh, that goes so fast. And my wife is pregnant. Oh, my concubine is pregnant. My shield maiden concubine. There we go. And let's see. Well, I did, like, it's it's still above what it was before I left, but like maybe just staying put would have given me that's the same amount of money. Not so sure. Who can I imprison? Class, what are you doing? Who are you planning to kill? You are planning to kill Arngrimr. Oh, and by the way, I just have to say I love this because I'm quite sure that this didn't used to work like this. You can see the plot the person has here by hovering over this. I'm quite sure that pressing this button didn't used to take me to the person they are plotting against, and now it does, and I just love it. Love it, it's so nice. Right, but dude, do you have any money? No, and Arngrimr is a better guy than you are, so stop plotting! End that plot right now. And yeah, he ended the plot. Ooh, my wife is pregnant. Oh! And my spy master managed to steal technology. Excellent! Now, this is one of the things that kind of annoy me in this game. A lot of these things, like just this thing, like popped up here. And I guess wonderful. It says one of 3 options will happen. And there's okay. So I pressed this button here. Wonderful. And did you notice what changed? Well, this changed. We got 50 of these points, and I hate that. I would have wanted military points at this point. But there's, like, no confirmation as to what of those things happen. If I hadn't been keeping this technology tab open, I wouldn't have any idea into which of these categories the points went. Like, of course, here I would, because I ain't gaining any, technology points at this moment, so I would immediately see where the 50 went. But if all of my points were growing and I'd had something like 200 in every one of these, I wouldn't have slightest scoop. So one of these was 250 and all the others was 200. I wouldn't know which one got the extra 50 points. So it's kind of annoying. Occasionally a lot of those things are in this game, a lot of those events work like that. You need to actually go check what happened instead of telling you what happened. But that's just that's not a big deal. Ooh, I got a girl, Beata. Nothing special about her. And annoyingly, she's a girl, so she can't be my heir. Ooh, now I got a boy. Rönnvalder. Okay, Rönnvalder. Is there anything special about you? No, there isn't. But well, now that we got our first son, and ooh, let's nominate him as our successor. Yeah, but now that we got all the alerts out of here, I think that's a good spot to end. So, I've been Uncle Cap, and this has been Crusader Kings 2 Around the World. Goodbye, world. Thanks for watching.